So let's still feel good. Oh yeah, it's gonna be. I guess we can be started by now. What's up, guys? It's gonna be a little gay. This is gonna be a little different. It's gonna be a little different, as you noticed. Our lovely co-host Dylan, my lovely go. Well, there's a lot that's happened. Uh, Dylan won't be with us on this cast. He's sick. He actually has COVID.
Oh yeah, okay.
He has fucking COVID.
I wasn't
So
sure if it was that or the other issues he was
yeah,
talking about.
yeah. So
That sucks.
and who knows what fucking strain? There's so many now
Right.
that they've came up
Well, there
with.
for a little bit, it was like every month, every 2 weeks, even. There
Yeah.
was a new strain coming out and just
When
dropping.
when the one came out, they were like, "Yeah, it fucks your back," and I got it, and it fucks your back up. I couldn't walk. I was like, "Okay, like that's enough." I was like, but anyways, the last time you watched, it was me and Dill, and we've switched it up a little bit. Uh, our microphone isn't working, so we're down a mic. We're down a co-host, but we've gained a co-host, Ethan.
What is up?
Enter applause. He will be joining us on our lovely adventures.
I really hope the audio is right this time because this isn't the first time I've been on the cast.
Ethan was on the cast the last time. It was like 2 hours, 2 solid hours of funny, good conversation, dude. And it was so fucking bad. The audio, it was unhearable. I couldn't even hear it. It was so bad. So
Heartbreaking.
tanked it. So we're coming back at you live. Hopefully this isn't bad. This is still fucked up. You're supposed to hold these mics, and as you can see, I have it just sitting here. I have it fucking. I gotta button this. I'm sitting here like an Italian. I gotta fucking. I didn't know I was showing the brown sugar, dude. But I forgot what I was saying. Either
We
way,
could
shit
throw
is
into
fucked
this.
up. We hope it isn't fucked up.
Well, and what you got to realize is a lot's going to change. This is the beginning of the cast.
It is the beginning of a
The
cast, a great
beginning.
one, hopefully. But it's got to get better.
Yeah.
You are sitting on a cardboard box right now.
So, on a milk crate,
Sitting on a milk crate,
on a futon.
on a futon. So
Pretty epic.
that's actually wild, dude. Well, in the garage, dude, it's just, well, you've seen it. You were there the last time,
It's a
but
nice wooden table.
they haven't seen it. But it's just a workbench, work tools, work clutter. But anyways, what we were talking about was COVID. Yeah, Dale's got COVID. He's sick. He's not doing well. He said the other day, he said several days ago he wasn't feeling good. And I literally told him, like, dude, stop. It's like
You said sickness isn't real, it's all in your
that
mind.
before that, several days before that, when he said, like, Dylan, he is like fighting with his health right now. So he's kind of like always sick. But like he started to get sick. And I was like, dude, don't be gay.
Which that is something that I was excited to talk to him about because I had like pretty much nobody else to talk to about with this. But he mentioned on that one podcast he's having issues with the constipation.
You have something to spit in?
No,
All right, we'll figure that out.
we'll get down to it.
When we get down to
I
it.
do in my truck actually. When we take a
Oh,
break, I'll
fuck.
get you something.
Well, when we take a break. Anyways. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, there was plenty that we could have talked about. Wow. Wow, that's probably from last June or something. What?
No, it's actually pretty recent. It's just some cigarette ashes and such in there.
Uh, fuck. Oh, yeah. There was plenty that we could have covered with Dill, but he decided to contract a government-made disease.
Yeah.
So
Chinese.
we're just joking. YouTube scans our videos, dude, and I don't know if they're still yanking shit.
Oh, that's
I don't
true.
know if you're allowed to say it's a comedy podcast.
Yeah. Everything on here is a joke, so
Completely satire.
yeah, nothing is made to be taken seriously here.
But yeah, he decided to get COVID. Fucking weirdo. So, but yeah, days ago, I was like, dude, just stop. And then he said in the group chat that he wasn't feeling good. I forgot what I even said. It's all in your mind or
Yeah.
something. I knew I sent like a GIF of like a hypnotizing.
Yeah, let me just
So
pull up the receipts here real quick.
we wish for his health to get back to normal.
Yeah, sickness isn't real. It's all in your head with a dude like hypnotized. Call me when you can, brother.
Yeah. So fuck it. Everything's weird. Everything's gay. How's
Yeah,
work been?
same.
I haven't seen you in forever. Last time I seen you was when we cast. Yeah, casted. So lay it on me, brother. How's life?
Well, work, we had a sale, and the funny thing about that is we're in such a small area. We were kind of busy, decently busy. Then the sale started, and we didn't sell much of anything, and wasn't getting many trade-ins or nothing. And then the sale was over, and we went right back to normal. So I don't know if that's people starting to catch on to these dealerships, how they work and such, or if people genuinely were just like, "Nah, I'm broke this year. I'm not going to the Black Friday sale."
If I'll say this, if people haven't figured out by now what car salesmen are doing,
Oh
what
well,
car, you know, sales place,
see,
like
they pick sneaky
dealers.
things they know people can't get over with. First off, they put like the balloons up and there's signs and everything everywhere. So you know anybody over like 55 years old is going to be like, "Well, I'm just going to drive by, see what they got on the lot." And then they see sitting inside that we're doing a sweepstakes where we're giving away generators and 65-inch TVs. And they go inside and they say, "Hey, how can I get one of them generators or that
Do people
TV?"
do that?
Yeah, 100%. But also there is plenty of smart people that walk in and say, "How do I get one of those TVs?" And they say, "You got to buy a car to enter the sweepstakes," and they turn around and walk out without saying anything. I've seen that
Yeah,
happen
because
too.
that is the dumb, like that is
I'm
crazy.
gonna buy a whole car so I can get a
Do
65-inch
you want
TV.
a fucking LG 35 inch?
Oh, they were like
What
this one
are they
behind me.
big?
A nice, no, it was a nice cheap Roku TV that you could get at Walmart for like 200 bucks.
Speaking of, dude, they're price gouging.
Oh, 110%. Look
The
on
shit on
Amazon.
sale right now
Yeah.
is the same price it was 3 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. And with Black Friday specifically.
We don't normally sit this close together.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, no Diddy.
It's all good. I mean, we
Anyways.
were diddying before this. Now that the camera is rolling. But no, Summer looked at this KitchenAid mixer on Black Friday. It was like $270 before she had a bookmark because she really wanted it. Black Friday rolled around. It was 280, but it said it was marked down from like 340.
Mm, yeah, great.
So it was
That's what a
actually
deal.
$10 more.
Yeah. That's I swear I read somewhere that like that's illegal.
Yeah, it's got to be.
It has to be illegal.
They don't care. They get away with
To
whatever
say
they
like
want.
I'll sell you this bottle right
What
here.
are you gonna get a lawyer then?
I'll sell it. Yeah. Yeah, they probably have like 1,000.
Yeah, exactly. You gonna get a lawyer? You
And
ever
they're
seen that
all
episode of American Dad where
no. I'll tell you
or
right now
no,
I haven't.
actually it's King of the Hill I'm thinking of though,
Maybe not.
where Dale Gribble tries to sue the cigarette company for making him get addicted to
Yeah,
cigarettes.
actually. Actually.
It's a good episode, and they have like 20 lawyers up in court, and he represents himself.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's illegal. You know, to say like I can sell you this bottle at for $10. It's on sale for $10.
Yeah,
It's normally 15.
that's what the
But
state
like
fair
last
does.
week, the bottle was the same price, or cheaper.
That's a
So,
regular trip to the state fair in West Virginia.
dude, you can throw you couldn't shred money faster than what you
Dude,
could blow at the fair.
we saved so much money this year at the fair because one, Abe was so young he didn't want to do much. We took him one day,
Yeah,
and then
we only went once.
I've been having gut issues since like the week after the 4th of July.
Yeah.
So we didn't even eat any fair food. Summer got a barbecue sandwich, and that was all we got.
God, what a waste of money.
Right? It was still like $15 for the
Oh
sandwich
my
and French
God.
fries.
I would have got, dude,
It
those
was at the
steak
Hog Wild.
sandwiches. Oh yeah, what a waste of fucking money, dude.
Yeah,
But
that's what she wanted.
uh Oh, the steak joint by there's two of them. There's one right next to the cinnamon roll
Yeah, yeah,
place. That's really good steak sandwich. And then literally directly across from that, next to the donut place,
yeah. Have
sells
a
a good steak
I
sandwich.
have a great story from the Philly cheesesteak place next to the Ben Allen Donuts.
Okay.
So, I guess I'll just name them by their first names, Ethan and Brooke. You know exactly.
Okay.
Which, honestly, Ethan would love to hear the story a second time because it would be really funny. But
It's totally fine.
so you remember when they
As
had?
long as it's not incriminating
No, no, it's
or
not.
that they,
It's
as long as
pretty.
they don't find it
It's
incriminating.
a pretty funny story. It's hilarious. So, anyways, when we were in high school, you remember when they had that free, they were having all those free concerts down at the fair with like up and coming artists.
Yep.
And who's that dude that sings that song? I ain't ever gonna see my ex future mother in law anymore.
Luke Holmes.
Yeah, so we went to a free Luke Combs concert. Didn't
Wow.
cost anything to get in. The stadium was packed, but we went with them. Asbury wasn't really singing along to any of the songs. We were just chilling, hanging out. And he starts really singing along to that song and like puts his arm around me and like yells that line like I ain't ever gonna see my ex future mother-in-law
Yeah.
anymore. Looks over at Brooke and she's just dead staring at him. So anyways, they do their thing. They go off and me and Summer are just chilling. I'm like, man, that sucks. We go get some Philly cheesesteak fries, the French fries. And I'm sitting there eating them like these are the best Philly cheesesteak French fries I've ever had. And we're like, all right, let's go out to the car because we can't find them. We get out there. They're at the truck parked right next to us, like straight screaming at each other, arguing. And I was just sitting in the truck, chilling, eating my Philly cheesesteak fries.
They're just like
Window cracked so I
right
could
there
hear.
screaming.
Window cracked so I could hear every word. And those were the best Philly cheesesteak French fries I've ever had. So thank you, Asbury, for that
Oh
experience.
my God. Yeah. Thank you.
It's whatever. He's gonna
Yeah,
enjoy
no,
this.
that wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, it was a good story. It was a good story.
That wasn't bad at all. That's funny though. That's funny though, because fuck. That same girl went on to marry my brother,
Oh, did she really?
Chris.
Yeah.
This is my brain.
Yeah, which her and Summer were really cool back in the day. Like they all
He was going in school. I don't I had I think our band back in the Diz A, and then I think I had like an ROTC class or something. She was cool. Didn't like stand with balled fists and scream in place back in school. So she seemed cool. So
Yeah.
that's awesome, though. That's awesome. Anyways, the fair fucking sucks.
Which I don't know if you heard about her recent situation. I'm not even gonna mention it, but I hope she's doing all right. Genuinely.
I don't know what you're talking about,
But yeah,
but
peace
I
and
hope
love.
she's
I really genuinely hope she's doing all right.
all love from off the wall. That's Ethan Robinette, by the way. Uh, but but yeah, I don't blame him for scream fighting. The fair fucking sucks.
Oh
It's
yeah.
hot.
Yeah,
They're
that is great.
fucking you raw with prices. And then on top of that, one time I gave pizza back because it was raw. Uh,
From that place that gives you the huge slices?
it's not the permanent pizza place, like in that alley between the stand or the grandstand and the food places, the
Mm.
bleachers and the. If you keep going up that, and like there's the FFA stand, and then like right over here are like the deployable stands that they wheel around. That pizza place, it's there every year, and they gave me pizza one year. This is a long time ago, so it wasn't super expensive, but it was raw. Like the cheese and the dough were the same
Because they're just
consistency.
pumping that stuff out as
Yeah,
fast as they
yeah,
can.
yeah.
It's in the oven for like 2 minutes, probably.
Max. Just enough to melt the cheese and
But
like
they have it set.
just enough to like curl the pepperoni a little, and then they're like out.
Yeah, they have it set to like 600 degrees.
Probably, dude. It's probably fucking. Rank.
And it doesn't get cleaned for 10 days straight while the fair is open, for sure.
Come,
For sure. Because
come
they're
on.
working like 18
They're
hours a
working
day.
hard, dude, smoking methamphetamines
Yeah,
to
100%.
get you that pizza.
Yeah,
Anyways, I
how
gave it
else?
back to him for a refund. I gave it back to him because that shit was disgusting. I bit into that and just fucking cheese and everything. Dough was running. I was like, get this shit out of my face. Nasty shit. Nasty fucking shit.
Which did you hear that Brad got married recently?
I did. I did. I
Yeah.
think he was telling me you was in his wedding.
Yeah, congratulations to him. That was a dope wedding, straight up.
You was telling me it was a good one.
Yeah, they had it at a golf course. It was really fun. We
That's
each got
right.
like our own
Did you
shop.
end up staying?
No, I didn't end up staying the
I
night.
remember you telling me like, dude, I don't fucking do none of the stuff they do. Like,
Yeah, I mean
and you
that.
were like, like Abe, Summer. You were like, dude,
I
uh-uh.
just genuinely feel bad too anytime like I'm not here and Abe and Summer are here.
Yeah,
Like I have like just a thing where I need to prove a point, I guess.
yeah, yeah.
I've been trying to get out and do stuff with the bros a lot more
Abandon your
lately though.
family, dude. Get rid of the family.
That might be the
They're
next
hold,
logical step.
they're holding you back.
That might be the next logical step.
Yeah, yeah. For the longest time, I've said this so many times on the cast, but for the longest time, that's why I didn't want to do this.
Yeah,
It's just like
genuinely.
it's kind of like I don't know,
I
like
mean,
why, like why are you doing anything? Why are you doing a podcast?
if we didn't, both of us never got married, I guarantee you, I would have like 200 plus days in Fallout 4 and gameplay, and you would probably be like the best at Call of Duty Black Ops 3
No,
or
not
4,
not
whichever one
three.
you play.
I
4.
like three. Three was way better than four, but I would probably be a significantly better Call of Duty player
I
because I'm
stopped.
not now. I can't play it now.
I
I don't-
stopped on 2.
Yeah, I don't even. I played the newest one.
Black Ops 6.
That's gone. I can't play it.
Yeah, I got like to level 13 on Black Ops 6 before I uninstalled.
No, I played it way more than that. I definitely gave it its fair share, and I played the beta and I did all the shit. I even fucking spent money on.
Damn.
I bought a pack. They got me.
No, I got that shit for free. I didn't spend a dollar else on it either.
Yeah.
It asks you every time you get on, of course, to upgrade to the Vault Edition, and it's
They,
just like, dang, okay, you showed me 16 times, you
it's like
got
they're
me.
begging you.
Yeah, I know. It's like you got me. You showed it to me 16 times in a row. I guess I have to get spend $100 on nothing.
It's like they're begging you to
Yeah.
buy the fucking shit. Like they're going broke.
You play COD Mobile?
I used to, but when my last Facebook got hacked, it was directly linked to my COD Mobile.
Dude, my
And they got
mom,
my Reddit, they got my pod,
terrible.
they got they got a lot of shit. They almost got my Microsoft and the Xbox and all that good shit.
Yeah,
They did. They got it all.
they
And
got my
just
mom too.
on the platforms that allows for like if you prove yourself, they'll give you your shit back. Well, Facebook pretty much says fuck you. They're like, sorry, dude.
Yeah.
But
I've had my fair share of trouble with Meta too, with Facebook, because I have a MetaQuest sitting over there. And when Abe was
mhm,
born, I didn't touch that thing for like a solid year. So when I plugged it in, it says it needs an update. And of course, I can't remember my password. Can't update without the password. Can't reset it because I
yeah,
deleted my Facebook and everything. So I have nothing to go
you
off
make a
of.
new one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to create a whole new account and reset it. But the thing is, to reset it, they want you to send them a picture of the serial number on the bottom of the device and a picture of the front and back of your driver's license to prove you're the person who purchased it.
What?
And then they'll reset it.
I would be like, I'll send you this code, but you ain't getting money. I'll tell them
That
like
was my point.
to suck the
That's
code.
why I'm at a standstill. And now Abe is 2.5 years old, and I haven't touched the MetaQuest since like 3 days before he was born.
I'd be looking up the name of the CEO.
Yeah, I might need to. They want me to just buy another one, is what it is.
Oh wait, we know who the CEO is.
Yeah, of course, the Zuck.
The Zuck.
The Zuck.
People hate on him, dude. I don't know his politics and I don't care. Think he kind of rules.
I mean, did you see him like with all this recent stuff? He's been coming out saying, like, basically admitting that he let the government pay. him off to change
to
like the narrative.
censor. Yeah,
And he said that will never happen again. And I mean, you've seen this election. Like Facebook was
a guy like
significantly.
me, I seen this election. Are you kidding me? Me?
No, I didn't see it. That's true. That's true.
Dude, I
I know you're not big into politics.
I was sick watching these, and not because like because dude, I thought Kamala was going to win. We'll
I
just
did
open
too.
the gates, dude. We haven't talked much about politics on the cast. I've dabbled with them.
I thought for sure she was going to win.
I thought for sure she was going to win, dude. Like because it's like they always make fun of the left. They're like, you guys live in an echo chamber, like on Reddit and Blue Sky and fucking Threads and all that shit. And then like of course in the physical world, you could argue that they put themselves in echo chambers because like you're Republican. Like, I'm not going to go out to drinks with you because you're going to spout your insurrectionist horseshit. So, uh, so like they kind of do isolate themselves. So, but in a way, I did the same exact thing
Yeah.
because like I read, I live on Reddit and like Blue Sky and all them because I read their narrative
And it
and it's
is.
wild. I
Yeah.
have some shit to show you
Oh, yeah, I believe
when
it. I've
maybe
seen
on the
some
break.
crazy, crazy stuff.
When we take a break here in a minute, I'll get you up to date, dude. Hunter Biden, this dude.
But I mean, this all goes back to, I feel
I
like
gotta slow down. I'm just word salad right now.
this is all by design though.
Yeah.
Because think about it. You talk about how you've done it too. But was it really even your fault that you did it? Because think about it. If you're on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook or anything, and you see a picture of Kamala Harris, a post of Kamala Harris, and a post about Donald Trump, which one are you going to click on living in the area that you live in?
True,
Even
true.
if you're like, okay, I'm not going to vote for Trump, but you're like, everybody around here talks about Trump. You're going to click on that video and then you are set for.
And that's just articles at face value. Now take them for what they say and like, dude, the reason, like not the reason, I guess there's several, but one of the big reasons the left folded this time, dude, is because like if you ask a blind Republican, if you ask Troy, my stepdad, like, what does he think about Joe Biden, Kamala Harris? Okay. What you're going to get from, like, say, a dumb, blind Republican or a blind Democrat, you're going to get, like, the propaganda that they've been fed to. So, like, Troy would say, like, she wants accelerated transitioning for kids and prison inmates and, like, tampons and dudes' locker rooms. That's like the shit. And like for Joe Biden, Troy literally can't tell you anything about Joe Biden. He doesn't know anything about it other than he sucks. Like he knows he sucks and he's sleepy. Uh, but like you're gonna get that propaganda now too. Now you ask like a Democrat, a wild Democrat, what they think of Donald Trump. It'll be like it's propaganda. Fucking, it'll be the fucking like. It won't take long till they bring up like he like Kodak Black and the rappers. It won't take long until till they're like the Capitol. They love talking about the Capitol, dude. And I'll talk about it all day. First of all, insurrections, modern insurrections do not happen without guns. Okay. These dudes were in like General Lee shirts and coonskin hats. Okay. These were Uncle Cletus status dudes.
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
The majority, and I'm speaking into the high 90% of these people were there like on some pumped, motivated shit. There were a small, as is in every protest, dude. There is always a small demographic of people who are there for violence, who are there to incite violence, who are there to start the violence. And that's Antifa. That's whoever you want to call them.
Yeah, and I even argued that back in the day too, like when everybody was talking crap about BLM and stuff, because I never even supported like
Every
that whole
single one
side
of them
of it.
start off nonviolent.
But yeah, I'm like, obviously, not every person is there to destroy shit in the name of Black Lives Matter. But there's those few people that show up and they start it. And 100% that like proud mentality. What do they call it? The mob
Mob
mentality
mentality.
is 100% real. Like
Yeah.
anytime you're in a crowd, you can feel it. Like go to a college football game. You don't care about football, but
Even like
everybody's
at the fair, if a
pumped.
loud noise happens and everyone like looks like that's like a micro dose of crowd because like everyone
Yeah.
at that moment was like runner fucking what's that? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
everyone and like if something was to happen, everyone would shift into a mode, and it happens in politics, it happens at the fair, it happens at concerts, even So it's like, anyways, yeah, you already know this, dude. It takes a small demographic, and I don't even know if like people say this, but you don't even have to claim you're part of Antifa to be like an Antifa member. Because like you could, because some people, I think some people went to these Black Lives Matter rallies and this Capitol rally. I think people went to these rallies with political motives to start violence because they knew that the media or certain demographics would tie the violence to the cause itself. I'm getting into some shit right now. Uh,
Yeah.
but but there's also another small demographic of people who are there to cause violence, but not for political reasons, but they're just wild. There are violent people in this world. There are violent people
Yeah.
who hear like, oh, they're riding down on Boulevard, like I'm gonna go smash in the window to the Nike outlet.
Dude, just go on the internet on like any post-apocalyptic thread on Reddit, and there's like thousands of people that are excited for a zombie apocalypse or like a nuclear apocalypse because they think like that's going to be my chance to kill like thousands of people. Like I'm finally going to have my chance
Yeah.
to murder
A
everybody.
lot of people are just violent enough to want to, but are sane enough that the law withholds that feeling.
Exactly.
Dude, hands down, if a purge happened, to say I wouldn't partake in that purge is insane. I'm gonna play my hand. I'm gonna like go and like get food. I'm probably just gonna drive around with a stock trailer, just be loading cows and shit and like robbing anyone I meet. Honestly.
Yeah.
And like I'll just devote like half the family you stay at home and defend. Because obviously, like we're not exempt. People are gonna burn your fucking house down. And then, you know, take a few tough dudes, go out on a reconnaissance, dude, and just start blasting motherfuckers. Blast or be blasted.
Hell yeah.
But anyways, uh, and that's all that happened at the cap. Like guards were opening the doors, saying right there to the left, actually turn left when you go in,
Yeah.
like come right on in. And
You want me to take your picture while you're in there? Or?
there's footage. It's like, dude, you can show these people footage of something, and they'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I just showed you
And
what
that
the news chose not to show you.
And that genuinely does go both ways too, with Republicans and Democrats, because
Yeah.
I've seen both sides of
Yeah.
it.
Because, yeah, Troy, especially, I'll be like, because he'll get to talk, and I'll be like, that's propaganda.
Yeah.
Like, Google it, and I'll show him something, and he'll legitimately think,
Well, and
okay.
the thing today is too, we all have our own miniature computer in our pocket every day. We could make our own propaganda. And
True.
if the page takes off, or even somebody screenshots our post, that's like, oh yeah, that's what I want to post on my page. That could easily take
Yeah.
off, and that's propaganda right
What
there.
we're doing right now is a form of propaganda. Like,
Yeah.
and like, honestly, I'd say someone of the extreme left could take this and say we're pushing a narrative. But dude, Republicans and Democrats, you both fucking suck cocks.
Yes.
And
Ditto.
for some reason, you both love child pornography.
Yeah.
It's wild how
Yeah.
rampant the fucking child sex trafficking is. Or
Yeah.
just human They're not even children. Not even children, dude. They'll go to fucking Thailand. These rich elites they have like art exempt shit, and like they'll have those annex boxes or what, you know what I'm talking about?
Shipping containers.
Shipping containers that don't get checked in clearance. They go through cross borders because of like art. They can't be tampered with.
Mm.
And like they'll fucking coming out of Thailand.
And
Thailand's like best export, dude, are beautiful ladyboys.
you're referring to one of the presidents of the United States children right now, aren't you?
Which one?
Hunter Biden.
My laptop is named H. Biden's laptop.
Well, yeah, I just seen where he's
1,600 photos, by the way, most being of something to do with child pornography. 1,600 fucking photos, dude. I just want y'all to know that. But go
yeah,
ahead.
and he's been selling like art for like $1.2 million, and it's like literally a like a red line across the canvas. And other politicians are buying it off of him for like $1.2 million.
Yeah, it's because there's like
I don't think
a
they're buying art.
like a there's because there's like a smoking 13-year-old taped to the back of
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
They ship that right to you.
Yeah, I don't think it's art that they're buying off of.
Yeah, no, dude, that's exactly why art exists is like to launder money and to ship smoking hot ass cross borders. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. These fucking sick fuckers, dude, are like, there was like a Chinese shipment that got lost at sea or something, or it sunk. I don't know the whole story, but when they recovered a few of the fucking boxes, it was literally packed to the brim with like Chinese, like, I don't know, they might have been like North Korean refugees, Korean,
Yeah,
Korean, just Asian
I heard about
sex
that.
traffic, sex trafficking. And they found a couple boxes just full of it
Yeah.
at sea. I couldn't imagine it being in a box and then it starts sinking. Yeah. What do? You don't do
That's
nothing. I
terrible. Yeah,
just
you
start
don't do
killing
anything.
everyone around
That's
me.
terrible. Yeah.
In that moment of no power, I feel like I would just seek as much power as possible
Yeah.
all at once, and I would just start
You'd have to.
snapping necks.
Yeah, you'd have to. Have to.
That's wild. But yeah, yeah, dude, I fucking hate pedophiles. I say this on every podcast. It's just I hate. It's just so weird that like there can be rich people who don't give a fuck about art. You know?
Yeah.
Like there are ridiculously rich people who are like who will have some art up on their wall, but it's not like the art we're talking about. And then
Yeah.
there's like weirdos, who are like, I need that plaque of wood
Yeah,
made out of black forest wood
like that
for like
banana.
$6 million.
You seen the banana?
I don't know.
Yeah, there was a banana nailed to the
Rotting,
wall.
rotting. It was supposed to rot or something.
Maybe, I don't know. But it was just a banana and he took one nail and just nailed it into the wall. And somebody bought the banana with the nail in it because obviously you can't keep the fucking wall. Somebody bought the banana with the nail in it for like $5 million. It might have even been more than that. You might need to fact check that. But I mean, I got a banana. I got like four bananas in my kitchen right now in a toolbox in the
I hate,
basement.
I hate I just hate this shit, dude. Well, honestly, and it's like I am hypocritical because I like capitalism. I think if you can make money, fucking make it. It's
Yeah.
like, and realistically, if we weren't for capitalism, the rich people wouldn't be in our country.
Yeah.
And then what? We'd just be like an India.
Yeah.
We'd just be like a fucking, I don't know what kind of country.
Well,
We'd be literally like third world.
here's the issue that can't figure out how nobody else has figured this out, but it's just humans. I don't
Yeah.
care if you go capitalist, socialist, straight up communist. Like, if you look at like all of Stalin's philosophies and everything back in the day, like Hitler's philosophies back in the day, if you lived it by the book, it would be the perfect society. Everything would be great. But it starts with the man who wrote the fucking book, and then everybody around him, and then everybody around them, and they all want to hog all these resources when everybody else is supposed to be getting some of it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And then people start starving. And then you have North Korea and Soviet Russia and Cuba and
That is true. I'm getting ready to read Mein Kampf, which is like
hell yeah,
Hitler's.
manifesto.
Yeah, and I just haven't yet. I got a free if anyone listens to the other podcast named War Mode, have you ever listened to it?
Nah.
It's a good one, dude. It's a good one. But he he said that you could get a free thing with Audible. And he made the joke that like Jeff Bezos bought my first Audible book and it was Hitler's Manifesto. And so I did as soon I literally ended that podcast, went inside, I was like, Kenzie, can you look up like Audible? And I want a free trial and I want to do just that. And I'm doing just that. And we haven't now.
So you're
So
just gonna listen to it while you're driving, or
working and stuff. Like instead of podcasts, I'm just going to listen to Mind Conf. Mind Conf is supposed to be really good, really boring though.
yeah.
But like I'm listening to like, dude, you can put the setting on your phone to like read to you whatever you highlight it, and like I'll, and you can also hit just the play button. If okay, so if you look up like a law bill, and it's like it's fucking thousands of words long. You can on some of them you just hit play depending on what website you're on, and it'll just read it to you. I'll lock my phone and just listen to that.
Yeah, you know your phone can do that on its own too now.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's part of the one of the newer iOS updates. You can just highlight it and then it says copy, paste, blah, blah, blah. You can click speak and it'll read the whole thing to you. You can control how fast it goes and what the voice is that it talks to you in and everything.
I would get one of those Apple Visions. I'd have one, dude. And I'd wear it everywhere. I don't care how fucking much of a fucking freak I'd look like.
Dude, the Meta Quest is so much better than the Apple Vision though,
Yeah, but
when it works.
yeah, but you can't see the real world.
Yeah, you can. It has pass through. That's what all the cameras are on for it. It has 8 cameras on the front.
But the Vision Pros are glass.
That is true.
Like,
Mine, you see through a camera through there.
yeah,
But also, where you're seeing with both your eyes, though, and it's made for VR, you still see
you
depth
depth
perception. You
perception.
still have full depth perception. But, uh, yeah, there's just like a slight delay and it's slightly grainy because it's through cameras and stuff. So it isn't as good as glass.
Now, I won't argue because Apple, although I'll never own anything except an Apple phone. Go ahead and put this out here as an unofficial sponsor. This is an iPhone SE, older than the mountains. But I won't deny that they fucking suck sometimes. So I bet they're fucking I bet they're Vision Pros. I bet they do suck.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think Apple, when it comes to quality, is definitely top of the line in tech. But also for the price, for
It's just
slave
top of the line
labor.
of manufacturing.
Yeah, well, with slave labor and everything, they got
Yeah.
it all worked out.
Yeah, and dude, the phone you're typing on defending these pedophiles, you're using slave labored phones.
Yeah, just remember
Telling
that.
me I'm a fucking fascist.
Yeah.
I battle people on Reddit every day. I'll never give away my Reddit username, dude. Never. Never. If someone found that, I'd kill myself.
Moral of the story, we're all terrible people. So just because you go to church or whatever, don't tell yourself you're a good person when you go to sleep at night because you're not.
Yeah, you're a pedophile. That's been my number one go-to lately. Like I'll hear something on the radio, someone I'll be like, I bet they're a fucking pedophile, dude. I need to chill. I went through World War II, almost instantaneously was like, oh dude, World War One's so much better. And then you get into like while it's starting and like all the fucking corruption, you're like, whoa. And then that led me to the Cuban Missile Crisis, which is like a honeypot for conspiracies and theories and corruption. And dude, I've been fucking fried ever since. Yeah. I've been fried. So I don't even know my name. I've been listening to so much crazy. I'm on to like Alex Jones.
Yeah.
I'm starting to listen to like Alex Jones.
Well, and one thing about Alex
And I
Jones,
always joke about him, but like I never listened to him.
well,
I do.
yeah,
I'm starting to that.
all I'm saying though is if you look at him back in the day, he went crazy for a reason.
Yeah.
Dude knew something he was not supposed to. He knew a bunch of stuff he wasn't
Bohemian
supposed to know.
Grove. I think that's
Yeah,
what
he
drove him
exposed.
wild for a
Yeah,
while.
he exposed Bohemian Grove.
Yeah.
He was the one that blew the cap off that.
Mhm.
And then they were all just like, nah, that doesn't actually happen. We don't do that. He had it on video.
He he went, dude. There's a lot of he w- he went so crazy there for a while. He started calling everything out for nothing, and
Well,
like
I mean,
he kind of hit a wall
yeah,
with saying, "I don't even know."
it was kind of a slow progression. Like it really all started around the time you started seeing clips like they put the chemicals in the water to turn the frogs gay.
Hmm.
Because the thing about that's a crazy statement, but turns out he
Alone,
wasn't wrong.
alone, just to say that to some, I say that to someone as like jokes,
Yeah,
like they're turning the frogs gay, bro.
but
And
the crazy
people
thing is
at
that was
face
real.
value, yeah,
That
at face value, it makes you sound like a fucking lunatic.
yeah, but
Yeah.
microplastics really did make frogs fucking
I
gay.
read you eat or consume or you pass through at least a credit card worth of plastic like every month
Yeah,
or every month or something.
it's yeah every so often, but still
That's
too
wild.
much, way too
That's
much.
way too much, dude.
Yeah,
That is why your frogs are
and
fucking gay.
we don't know what those chemicals do to us or anything.
No, dude. What we do now, fucking, you know, we got
Starting
like
to,
ADHD and
which that's a good plug. You should figure or look up this app on your app store. Everybody should check out Yuka.
yucca.
It's called Yuka. It's a picture of a carrot and anything you have, any food items you have that you get from the store. You can scan the barcode on the back and it'll literally tell you everything that's in
Yeah,
there. All the
yeah.
stuff that's not on the package, it'll tell you.
I
And it
think Kinsey uses something like that.
yeah, and it gives a rating for each thing. It's great if you have kids for buying snacks and stuff, so you don't have to feel guilty buying garbage snacks.
Yeah, we started like, well, this is literally for since Josephine started eating real food now, so now a few years, but we've like been keeping away from like the red 40s, just the
Yes,
dyes in general,
100%.
natural coloring and flavoring and shit we've been trying to get. And like Josephine, you can tell like if like around uh Halloween and you kind of let your kids just binge out on candy, we could tell.
Yeah,
Like because we don't let her binge out, but like she would have just a little bit of like gummies with red 40 in them, and she'd be off the fucking wall. But like we get her gummies all the time that are dye free, sugar free, whatever. They're super fucking good. They probably have other chemicals in them, but and she's totally normal. She can eat them, be just fine. But like regular, just a little bit of red 40, dude, she's off the wall. It's wild.
yeah. I mean, I feel that even like I started eating healthier and everything when I started having gut issues, lost a bunch of weight and everything, like I was telling you about. And every once in a while I slip, and one day they put Doritos in our vending machine at work. And I sit there and ate a whole bag of Doritos, and that was like the first junk food I had even had in like 2 months.
Yeah.
And the whole rest of the day, I was like, if the wind blew a little bit too hard, I was ready to punch the wind in the face.
Yeah.
Like I was aggressive for the rest of the day for
Yeah.
no reason
It was
whatsoever.
probably the fucking chips, dude.
Yeah, straight up. It had to have been because I didn't have a headache. I didn't feel sick. Nothing was going on in my life. It was a regular day.
Just pissed.
Yeah, I was like literally ready to fucking Batista bomb the tank
Yeah.
when I walked in the house just for looking at me the wrong way. I was pissed.
Yeah. Let's take a break real quick.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Dylan. You homo. I love you. I love you so much, dude.
One thing about me, I only fucking fluorescent lighting. I need to see absolutely everything.
What's up, Dylan? You big homo.
What is up, dog? We're back.
Oh, you're making announcements.
We are
Dude,
back.
me and Dylan was talking after your last showcase. You're meant to do this, dude.
I don't know. I felt terrible after the last one. I felt like I did a terrible job.
I was telling Dylan, like of all my friends, mostly all of my friends, and it might be because I've sought these types of friends out, but most of my friends are like, they don't mind being interrupted. They are good listeners. All of my friends are good listeners and they are good rememberers, you know, and like every one of them. And I interrupt and I talk a lot, which is the opposite. And I was telling Dylan that you are one of the only friends that like when we're riffing, dude, we're like the dueling banjos.
Yeah, I always try to interject like just as much as you give me.
Yeah.
I try to keep
It's
it
like
all.
we're on the same energy of like,
Yeah,
cause like I don't know if you feel the same, but like the way my ADHD works is like you're talking. I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta say this real quick before I say it, and now, okay.
yeah,
And that's exactly how it works. Because I'll forget my point. Because when you after you make your point, I will fucking lose it, and I'll be like, cool. And that's exactly how it'll go.
yeah,
So that's why I told Dylan, dude, that we're like, you know,
yeah. We're on the same wavelength for sure.
yeah.
Get close to this mic here. Make sure you can hear us good. Hear our beautiful voices.
Uh, but yeah, I was telling Dylan that when me and Dylan was talking, you were meant to do this, dude. You're a good talker.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll just get more comfortable over time because I feel like 90% of the time I have no idea what to talk about.
Well, we've done pretty good here. We've only taken one break, and that was just because I was dying of thirst.
Yeah.
I felt like I was that meme of that fucking documentary, crackhead drinking a bottle of water,
Yeah.
crushing it.
You seen you seen the one where the dude puts the entire faucet in his mouth? Oh yeah, I'll save that one
It's
so you
not.
guys can play it on.
That's just funny.
It's amazing.
Do though, do it. Do it.
Yeah,
Actually, well,
he's apparently a foreign exchange student, and it says he got thirsty in the middle of the night, and it was like a hidden video, and he literally whole faucet lifts the thing up, faucet up, and just lets it all go in as fast as it can go. It's amazing.
that's wild, dude. Yeah. I watched forever ago, it was years ago, dude. I watched a fucking. It was like a docu-series, documentary type deal on not Skid Row. Skid Row's in LA.
Yeah,
It might have been Skid Row, but it
it's
was
like
a Skid Row type environment. It's wild. Have you ever seen it like Chimp Empire?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
dude, it's like it's like 125-pound white dudes. Just it's an empire. Like there is a hierarchy. Like I don't fuck with you because you're a more established crackhead on the
yeah,
street. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And that's kind of what like when I started watching, it's kind of what like felt let me fall into is like there is like rank, there's street cred. It
The
exists, dude.
crack
And
empire.
in our white privileged environment, we don't see about this street cred, dude. It runs deep in these
Well, did I
environments.
ever tell you about the time me and Summer went up to Chicago when we got engaged? That
I remember it, but I don't. What you're
it
talking
was
about.
a good trip. Chicago is a really beautiful place to go. The Windy City.
What didn't we go? No,
We
what?
went to Indianapolis, me and you,
No,
with
with your
Troy.
dad.
Oh, we went to Cleveland with my dad.
Okay.
Yeah, Summer's actually still never been there. I need to take her since that's where I'm from
Also,
and
very
everything.
beautiful.
Yeah, Cleveland's
Very nice.
pretty legit. Like the 3 days out of the year, it's not cloudy and rainy there. It's pretty cool. But no, we went to Chicago, dude, and Cleveland's not half as bad as this because Cleveland's like downtown in our area. Like after a certain point of the day, there's nothing going on.
I got you.
So in Cleveland, like you don't really see a whole lot of homeless people. Chicago, like you said, there really is like a hierarchy,
There's a problem.
and it's crazy too
Here,
because
keep talking. I'm gonna grab this glass of water.
you go into the poorer parts of town and you don't really see a whole lot of like crackhead looking people walking around. Like it's mainly regular, like middle class looking people. Like you can
Yeah.
tell this dude works on a regular basis.
Yeah.
But you go to the section with the Gucci stores and like the Trump Tower and all that different stuff, and it's every block. You see like five of them in between every block. And like they go to the links, like they want your money so bad because people don't give it up anymore with Cash App and credit cards and stuff.
Yeah.
there's literally veterans out there that have their military ID like taped to the cardboard that says like circled with arrows at it, like real military veteran, please give me whatever you can. It's bad.
And honestly, like, he is trying to steal street cred. He's trying to
Yeah.
jump the line.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Because he was out front of a
not to say like he's not like he should just have it. He should have anything he wants, really,
Yeah.
you know, being homeless and a vet. But like he's trying to jump the
Yeah,
fucking
within that hierarchy.
Yeah.
He is. Not within a society as a whole, but within that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. And honestly, fuck him.
Then there's straight up people too. I don't know if you've seen the documentaries on it before, but like there's moms that'll go out there, like single moms. Don't get me wrong. I know it's got to be hard to work and take care of kids by yourself. But there's single moms that'll go out there and they're making more than I am yearly salary because they got 5 kids like running around playing next to them, and they'll like have them play with like dirt and rocks and shit. So people are like, "Here you go. Here's $100
Yeah.
cash,"
Yeah.
and then they go to Shoney's and blow half of it on feeding their kids the buffet.
That no, I don't know about the second half, but that is I don't know if it's still happening, but me and my wife like seeing this happen. Okay, so there was okay, I don't know how to say this, but this lady had like the um not the nun
The
outfit,
Amish
but
thing.
from the Middle Eastern
Oh,
and
yeah, I can't remember what it's called on women.
not a
Yeah,
turban,
on men it's a
but
turban.
the female their counterparts headwear that
Yeah, I think it
drapes down
might be called a burqa.
and covers them up and shit,
I think it might be called a burqa.
like some Middle Eastern female coverage because
Yeah.
there's the great people, terrible governments. Uh,
I
they
mean,
literally oppress. You want to know about female oppression?
yeah.
You should take any feminist in the United States, drop them off in any country that ends with "stan."
I was gonna say if we're talking Middle Eastern history,
Yeah,
history out there is amazing to get into. Like that, I really do believe that's our origin. Like human origin comes from that area.
yeah,
But
I kind of do too.
current day, like even Egypt, if we're getting like pretty much any desert in that area
Yeah,
is not good. Like Mongolia has a desert, also not very great.
yeah.
So yeah.
Anyways, we to be more specific, it was like right outside of the uh, Golden Corral. Shout out. That's a great place to eat. Right at that intersection right there, we were at, I forgot what the diner type joint right next to it is. Literally, there's like a tiny road separating them, and then the main road is out in front, the main road of Beckley with Golden Corral right there. On that main road, there's a little tiny intersection, and the road cuts up, and then there's like cookout or whatever right next to it. We were sitting there eating, and these people were fucking getting money, whatever. It's a fucking man and a woman. The dude, the dude's in like light jeans and like a unbuttoned down to here like short sleeve shirt. It's hot out, and then his wife is in a fucking like covered,
Yeah.
which is dumb as fuck. They need liberated.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I mean, the men, even to an extent. I remember one time I went to a water park down in Virginia, and there was multiple Middle Eastern men there, and they had waterproof headgear, like the hat that they have to wear,
yeah,
and they had waterproof versions. It was made for swimming, and they were wearing pants and socks still because they're not allowed to show their legs at all.
you're shitting me.
No,
Swimming?
yeah, it doesn't matter
What
what you're
kind
doing.
of pants?
We were on the lazy river. They were wearing like Adidas sweatpants.
Stop,
Soaking
dude.
wet on the inner tubes in the lazy river.
Chill. Okay.
Like I'm not even joking.
You're spreading propaganda.
Massanutten Water Park, Virginia, like 2011.
And they're just
100%.
wearing like the
Wife beaters, black wife beaters, black Adidas sweatpants, black turbans, the whole thing. But I mean, I will say, like, believe it or not, I went to basic training with a lot of Muslim people, and most people wouldn't even think that.
I'm not even saying Muslim culture. Cultures are fine. Some are a little more radical than others.
Yeah. Well,
Or
there's radical anything.
but yeah, there's radical groups within any uh you know sub belief. Any sub belief you go into Christianity or Muslim
Yeah,
or
I'll be the
fucking
first to tell you, radical Christians, we have plenty of them around here. I have a lot of them in my family. Radical Christians piss me off
yeah.
big time. Like, if you're talking about, like, oh, yeah, like making a joke, like, I was working so hard the other day, I thought I was going to die. They want to bring up, like, well, you need to be saying your prayers and stuff if you're feeling like
yeah.
that. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, no.
I want to punch those guys
Exactly.
hard.
You're just walking through the kitchen at your grandparents' house, and they're like, so you think you're gonna go to heaven when you die one day?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think about that shit right now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty busy.
And you're like about to slip a deviled egg in your mouth. You're
Yeah.
like, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm busy with this right now. I'm not thinking about it.
We're at Ruby Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Sir, we're at Wendy's right now. But yeah, no, for sure. For sure. Definitely have had some family members. I will say those family members have since died off. Maybe don't be so hateful.
Yeah, I
But
mean, they might be watching this right now. Like, you fucking idiots, you should just listen to me. Like, I'm here right now. I wish I could tell you.
drop a like if you can drop it from the afterlife.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's Jesus. Jeez, that's terrible. But anyways, brother, I don't know what the fuck we were talking about.
We're just riffing, dog.
Yeah. There's always radicalized groups within any belief system, whether it be a cult or a religion, which is a cult with funding.
There's radicalized JROTC students in high school right now.
I was kind of one of them. Like,
You weren't radicalized though. I'm not going to name anybody by name, but let's just
you
remember
won't
that
have
dude that
to.
made us call him Sergeant last name.
Did I throw rifles with them?
I don't know.
Okay,
We'll
okay.
leave it there.
All right. No, because dude, so there was some people that like me. I'll just say because he was chill. Levi with the dude I
Yeah,
threw
I know.
rifles with, like as a joke with and like only with other people who were in on it, like Eddie and all them guys. Like we only were serious at times of sarcasm. Like so, someone would like say something wrong or fart, and we'd like get in their face for like 2 seconds, and then just like laugh.
Yeah, people do that in the real
But
military though.
then, yeah, because that's why we did it out of times sarcasm. Because like we're almost acknowledging like we're not in the military, but we're doing it as a joke.
Yeah.
And then we stop after a little bit, like 2 seconds, as a joke.
Yeah.
But then there were other dudes who were like, if you talk during the
The
fucking
Pledge of
Pledge of
Allegiance and
Allegiance,
national
dude,
anthem and shit.
people would fucking spaz.
Yeah.
And it was almost like encouraging to make them spaz because you knew they would.
Yeah.
You knew they would. Which is terrible to say because, it's not, there's nothing wrong with being pumped on your country. Because, like, that's what it was. It was like, ROTC just gives you the structure to be pumped on your country.
It's just
Because they introduce you
propaganda.
to so much, exactly. They introduce you to, like, they teach you
Yeah.
so much fucking useless shit
Yeah. And
that
Raider.
is, make no mistake, and most of it is useless in a modern world. It's not useless. Like, you need to know how to use a map and shit like that because your phones don't work when the EMP goes off. But, like, say it don't, it'll always be rendered
Yeah.
useless. But, not to say, I'm not saying it is useless, but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, they teach you like one rope bridge and map reading and all this
Right,
fucking
yeah.
useless shit.
Raider and drill
And then
competitions.
that just gets you pumped. Like this is what your country's about, dude.
And then you
Fucking
go to the art,
join.
then you go to basic, and they do the same thing with you at basic because you can get injured or something can happen and you can get sent home and then your contract's done there.
Yeah.
Once you finish up there, you're in. So
Yeah.
like they literally go up until graduation day. Like our graduation, they had smoke grenades that they threw out, and there was like smoke going everywhere, and they were playing like hardcore heavy rock music for the families that were standing there. And we like marched out of the woods singing cadence like really loud in unison and everything.
God, that's
Probably 80
so
probably 80% of the people were out of step and didn't even need to graduate.
still that would get me as a spectator. I would "Oh,
Oh my
boys.
God. And the goosebumps you get being in that crowd, like tears running down the sides of your
Dude,
eyes.
you want to get gay here. I would get almost like that, like at the drill competitions, because
Yeah.
you're just so full of pride.
Yeah, because you're a kid and you're impressionable and you're like, this is awesome. I'm being like the
This is
older
like
men
the
around me.
best I can fucking be as a
Yeah.
person,
Yeah.
and like, and dude, you get so prideful. Yeah.
I mean, I literally remember like sitting there with my friends with Summer and everybody just being dumbfounded because I'm like, the best way I can imagine myself dying is like getting blown up really quick or getting shot straight in the head because the only way I want to die is on a battlefield fighting
Yeah.
for this country.
Yeah, dude.
And they were all just like, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah. For the longest time, literally up until it was so abrupt, like up until I didn't. That's how I was wanting to join, and then as soon as I could join or sign, I was like,
You didn't make any wrong moves.
no.
And
Well,
especially anybody wanting to join today, I would recommend
I
absolutely
don't know,
being
dude. Now is
join.
when we need 'em. We need some. We need people to stop eating Doritos, start thinking, start programming. Literally, what we've been doing, sitting here just talking, governmental corruption, the military. We're just programming, dude. We're just talking. People need to start doing that more and probably join the reserves at least.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
because I like a lot of these people.
because they're going to be needed.
Yeah, a lot of these people that are sitting around saying like, "Oh, they better not come out to West Virginia." Like Chinese paratroopers land in West Virginia. Like, dude, y'all are doing the same thing people are doing up in the city,
Yeah.
except for like once a year you spend like $2,000 so you can sit in a tree stand with a heated jacket and heated boots and gloves on and shoot a deer with your electric thermal scope
Yeah.
and take it to a meat processor to be processed for you.
Yeah.
So no, you're not gonna fuck up any Chinese paratroopers. Most of you are just as bad as the people in the city, unless a dude like Troy. Now I know Troy can 100% handle himself. I feel like
Me and
in a
Dylan
bad
was talking about this
situation.
today. He's got so many guns.
Yeah, he.
And like we were talking about this today. If shit, let's say shit popped off, and not to make it political again, but like the left always says like, or not even the left, some just radical ass people will just say like, we have too many guns. You know, we
Yeah,
need more gun control. We need less guns. Blah blah blah. If shit was to pop off, like the idea is like, if I have 10 guns and we're held up. Because that's what it would be. It would literally be like towns coming together and holding a
yeah,
position. And because that's like, we don't have jets and airstrikes, so that's all we have is each other.
yeah,
Like, you're going to start becoming resourceful. You're going to hand your neighbor a fucking rifle.
yeah.
That's the idea,
We've seen it
you
happen
know?
in Ukraine.
We've seen, like, that's the idea, you know? Like, and I don't know if anyone else follows that, but like, a lot of the people I associate with also would think along that same vein is like if you had to give your neighbor arms to defend your position, you're not going to hold your 2 guns that you can't shoot at once because that's their argument is like you can't shoot 30 guns at once. Who gives a
Right.
like you can't say I can't have that then. But but yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah, and like I speculate that World War 3 Once I started learning about the wars and shit, I said that World War III is going to revert back to World War One style war- warfare. Because, like, the reason we had trench warfare is because, like, we started getting this, we had this weaponry that was amazing. Rifles that you could, semi-automatic rifles. Some was the bar, you know?
Yeah.
I just watched
Revolution.
a little tiny YouTube video. It's a 6 minute YouTube video of this fucking World War whatever guy who operated the bar uh, machine gun, and it held 20 rounds. And he said the M1 was an amazing rifle. He was like, but once you ran around with that bar for 2 months, you didn't know any difference because there was a significant weight difference.
Yeah.
And he said, you loaded that clip. And he's old. He's old. And he's like, you loaded that clip in and you pulled that trigger. And he's doing just this. He's shaking. And he's like, and Maggle dumping. He's like, you load another one. And he's like, just talking about it's insane. But so the reason we fought trench warfare is because like we had this amazing weaponry, but like that's like we were forced to. We were forced to hold positions in trenches. Now World War II was obviously fought with like airplanes and subs and fucking more so subs and airplanes. But anyways, you get me. Now
China's really stepping up their game with drones and shit
World
lately,
War
though.
Three, I said from like the jump that World War Three is going to be just like World War One because we're going to have this amazing technology that we don't want to lose. We don't want to go send out $1 million tank and have it fucking shot when we could just have fucking secured lines. Whether and like have that and leave the question of if we're alive in this position, like leave that up to them to wonder because like they're not going to know where we are because we're going to be in trenches and tunnels and shit, and we're going to be in the air and back in the ocean. It's going to go back to like early World War type warfare. And now that everyone's getting their eyes on Ukraine, it's awfully funny that that's exactly what it is. It's like Ukrainian dudes in fucking trenches, and they're getting rocked. Like, someone should help them. I'm not saying it should be us because I don't think it should be.
Nah.
I don't want to help anybody
Nah.
because they're fighting a huge power that I happen to not want to step on the toes of.
Yeah, I'm good.
Not that I'm scared of Russia because fuck them.
Well, it's literally in their doctrine that if they start to lose, they're just going to nuke everybody. They
Well, that's
will not lose no matter what. If
well,
they
America
lose,
won't
everyone
either.
loses.
Literally, me and Dylan had this conversation just earlier. This exact same conversation. America and Russia's dead hand protocol are just going to end the world. That's like going to be their final argument is like, if you want us to fall, you fall too. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna dump their entire nuclear arsenals up and wherever they land, they land. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what's going to happen. But make sure that they're going to land on their enemies first. They're going to start there.
It's not going to be like Fallout.
No, there's going to be nothing.
I've seen so many people saying lately, like they can't wait since the Fallout TV show came out. They can't wait to be
Is
like
it-
in the Fallout
I
TV
thought I
show.
saw something about it. Is it good?
Yeah, it's a decent show. I mean, there's a lot of controversy about if it lines up right with the timelines of the games and stuff, but as
Does it?
someone who has spent like 92
I
days worth of
respect your
time,
time on, dude.
have you seen that on there?
No, but just the entirety of our friendship,
Yeah.
you've been like this, like stretching power lines
Straight up.
on Fallout,
Yeah.
like making little inner cities.
Yeah, I'm at like 92 days worth of gameplay altogether, like on my Xbox tracker right now. And then I also played it on Steam for a long time
And
and
is that
everything.
that's probably just on one Fallout
Yeah.
because you've got time on a few of them,
Yeah.
Fallout 3 and 4, right?
My old Xbox account. Yeah, and then yeah, that's just Fallout 4. This isn't counting New Vegas or Fallout 3.
70 or what's the new one?
76. Yeah,
Yeah.
I played it quite a bit too.
Yeah, I didn't. I'll just say like I'm not a Fallout player. but the newest one sucks.
Oh yeah, 76. Now it's been
When I
kind of
play
revitalized, but
when I play a little bit of the old ones, because I was going to tell you, Fallout, I think 4. Can you play that with each other?
yeah, it's not online, no. That's 76 is
I just
original.
downloaded it, but
Uh,
I'll be delete.
Fallout 4.
No, I might play it actually. I might play it through because what I was saying was is I played I think a little bit of Fallout 3 fucking like a couple years ago. I started it. I wanted to play it, but I just stopped. But um I've seen so much of the campaign on YouTube,
Yeah.
so like I kind of I've done forgot, but like the Brotherhood, I get like the factions and like the I kind of get, but
It's got like a really good intricate
I
story.
don't know why the bombs dropped because I know there's
Well,
like a whole
that'll
sub lore to get lost
yeah,
in.
that all gets explained in the TV show in like a really well way. Actually,
Where do
it
you
all
watch this
stays.
at?
It's on
Let the
Amazon
people
Prime.
know
It's on Amazon Prime for free if you
for
have a
free.
subscription. You don't have to pay
Is it
anything
like
extra. But
is it live action or animated?
no, yeah, it's live action and it's
Is it
very
whack?
high budget. No, it's very high budget. The sets are all done
Where does it
amazing.
start? Does it go in chronological order with the
Yeah,
games?
yeah, the way like it all just like is a rough layout of it is it's all explained through three different characters. One is Lucy. She lives in the vault, and this is like years after the bombs dropped, like about 200 years after the bomb drop, I
Yeah.
believe. So, but she's a few
And a lot of
generations
the
in.
fallouts take place several years
It's
after the
usually right
bombs
about
drop.
200 because that's about the time that a lot of the radiation would like settle down
Yeah,
and people would be able to start like rebuilding and
yeah.
stuff. So, anyways, you got Lucy from the vault. You got Maximus, who's in the Brotherhood. So he's already been out there roughing it for years. She's been in like a sheltered environment. Her dad is the leader of the vault. So she's like a rich girl in the vault too. And then you have Cooper. He was a,
Fucking hierarchies are going to exist
yeah.
even after the world
And
ends.
that's what this goes into. And it's so crazy. You should watch it because I could definitely see this happening now. I'm not
Would
going to
it
give any spoilers away.
would it be better to watch it or just play it?
Both. Watch it while you're playing it. It's great because the story doesn't interfere with the games whatsoever, but at the same time, it ties into it perfect. Like the show looks exactly like the games.
Okay.
It's great.
So with Dragon Ball, there's like canon and non-canon events. Do you know what canon means?
Yeah,
Okay.
100% lore accurate. It's like part of the lore.
Okay. Okay. Because like there's things like Dragon Ball, um, what's it called? There's Dragon Ball,
Dragon Ball Kai.
Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball. Then there's another one where they go like a different route of dimension. It's not canon. And like all the fan made shit is
Yeah,
not canon. Is this canon?
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
The only discrepancy, it was like the first of the, I
Have
think it
you
was
watched
actually,
all of this? I keep
yeah,
interrupting.
yeah,
I'm so gay.
I've watched through it twice. No,
Okay.
you're good. You're good. The first and second Fallout both have a city called Shady Sands, and the whole story was supposed to be that a vault. The whole story was supposed to be that a vault. Their whole mission was in like 100 years. They're gonna get the go ahead and go out and use this machine called the Gek or whatever. Or no, I think it was actually called like the Edener. But anyways, whatever. It like terraformed.
Okay.
Basically, it shot like seeds and moisture and all kinds of shit out and made like a perfect environment and like a small area around it to support life.
Okay.
And then they grew out and cultivated from there and made an entire city. Well, in the TV or in the video games, you get references in Fallout New Vegas a certain year.
Back up just a hair.
You get certain references in Fallout New Vegas every once in a while that imply that Shady Sands is still 100% good to go and people are still alive. They're running the government from there and everything, the NCR, New California Republic. And in the TV show, this takes place before the game. Shady Sands has already been destroyed. And people were pissed about that who love New Vegas. And Todd Howard went online and straight up was like, no, 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 it's okay. It's all accurate. He's like, I know what y'all think, but I promise it's not messing up the timeline. And people were like, oh, okay. And then some time went by and they didn't do anything else to rectify that. So we're just like, oh, so he just gaslit us. Like,
Okay, well, there's times where okay, so like there's the anime that like mostly is what I enjoy with Dragon Ball is just the anime, and then there's the comic, which is kind of like everyone's that's the Bible, you know. And what I'm watching is just like you took the Bible.
that's what people do with like Marvel movies and everything too.
And um like some of the things they do in the anime, I'm pretty sure conflict with the comic canon. And that's probably like all that is, except back in the day, 80s, 90s, and 2000 aughts, like CEOs could be like, sorry. Well, nowadays it's like the world, the age of the internet where everyone demands a response right now. That's it, or whoever that was probably forced to be like, guys, like we're working on it. I'm sorry, and then like, but they had no intention to.
Mm,
It's just the age of the internet, and it's just people demand answers.
yeah.
It's a lot of times a lot of these people just give answers. So that's cool. It's pretty much canon now.
Yeah, it is all pretty good. Like you can watch it and totally be good. And you don't need to know a lot of the backstory. Like still to this day, I'm learning details about the
Yeah.
backstory and stuff. Like me and Lane will be talking
Oh,
about it and he'll correct me on things that I'm totally wrong about.
Lane,
Now Lane, yeah, he's a different
let's say
story.
Fallout is a Bible. Lane is like the writer of it.
And same with the Elder Scrolls. Like one time me and him were sitting down
He's
and
so knowledgeable. I want him on this
yeah,
podcast.
he needs to be on here for sure.
He needs to be
Lane,
sitting right here
yeah,
the
Lane
next
needs
time.
to be on here for sure. Because literally one time I asked him, we're just talking about Elder Scrolls, and I'm like, so like, how far back does this go? Where does it all start? And he goes, takes a deep breath, and he goes, all right, so in the beginning there was Anu and Padme. He's like, think of yin and yang, and he just goes from there, and he starts talking about the gods in the beginning, like stuff that
And
we
it's
have in
probably
our
like
Bible.
it's probably just like Tuesday at lunchtime.
Yeah, we were sitting at school, I think, or
Yeah.
something, maybe sitting at my house, but still, yet he goes into detail about how like the gods pierce through Ethereum, like the veil between like heaven and earth, and that's what created the stars, and that's why the people in Skyrim use magic because the magic seeps through the stars.
And it's just like second period.
Yeah, and I only gave you like 30 seconds. He talked for like an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Lane is like historically, he's always been like that too. Like back in the day, he could get talking about guns. I always bring that up about Lane because you could bring up any gun, dude. It's country of origin. It's nuts. It's nuts. He's very knowledgeable. I want him on. I seen him again at we had like a I think it was at Thanksgiving. I might have already told you, but
Yeah.
friends of the cast, Lane. Everyone knows Lane now. But the dude was like, "Yeah, just go around the corner and get your drinks into the kitchen." He was like, "Okay," because we're like we're an employee, so it's not as weird, you know. So it was a Thanksgiving lunch that they did for us. For those who had to work on Thanksgiving Day, they just give free lunch to everyone, and all it is their fucking buffet that they have already for the people. They just dish some out for the fucking workers, which it was very nice, and it's delicious food. It is delicious food. Uh, Again, fuck the corporation. We love the workers. But we went around the corner, dude, and I'm like getting my drink, and I turned around, and Lane's just head down, headphone in, work, work. And I was like, yo. He looked up, I was like, what's up, man? I fist bumped him. Lane's dope. He's
Nice.
just back to business, dude. I wish I knew what he was listening to. I thought about asking him. But I was kind of like
Absolutely.
on my way out of the kitchen. There's other people, and he's working. I didn't want to like be
Oh
weird, you
man.
know.
Yeah, we better wrap this up so much here now.
All right,
It's been good.
we're at Ethan's
This is
house.
a good introduction, and next time we're gonna delve into North Korea and stuff.
Do you want to do a history cast?
Oh, 100%.
I know you're
I'd
foaming.
like to go.
You're foaming at the
I'd
mouth.
like to go into it.
Well, guys, this has been a great, great cast.
Yeah, hopefully the audio is good and this ends up online.
Yeah, hopefully the audio is good. Yeah. Ethan, I thank you for having me in your home, sir.
It's been fun. It's been fun.
Till next time, guys.
Till
Take
next
her
time.
easy. Love you, Dylan.